what you are seeing now, these images came and come in stark contrast to what we saw over the course of the daytime hours in Kenosha and into the early evening, which were largely peaceful demonstrations in the face of law enforcement.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Are you awake yet? That's really the question I'm asking. Have you woken up and smelled the coffee yet? Once again, I'm sitting here, unfortunately saying I told you so. Yet again, another violent anti-ICE incident where a radical leftist opened fire on federal agents during an immigration raid. And of course, instead of condemning it, the left seems to be immediately rushing to defend the actions. Once again, we got these leftoids defending pure domestic terrorist activity. And so I ask again, are you awake yet? Have you woken up to the fact that the political left is becoming more violent and more radical day by day? These freaking people actually think it's justified now to shoot at officers, just blindly spray bullets at federal officers attempting to save children because they have been so brainwashed by left-wing rhetoric. They've been told time and time again that ICE is evil, that immigration enforcement is racist, that borders are racist, and that people getting arrested for violating the law are getting, quote, kidnapped by ICE agents or Trump's Gestapo. They've essentially been programmed to believe that the criminals are the victims and the law enforcement are the terrorists, and now we're having a manifestation of violence and political extremism. Like I've been saying, this is the monster that the left created, and it's really starting to get out of hand now. But before we get into any of it, this video is actually brought to you guys by a sponsor, so let's play that clip. Look, when it comes to the internet, it's like the wild, wild west out here. There's all kinds of bad actors out there trying to get hands on your information, and I, for one, value my privacy, and that's why I use ExpressVPN almost every single day on all of my devices. Well, what exactly is a VPN? It's a tool that allows you to encrypt 100% of your online traffic through a secure server in any location that you choose. Little Timmy in New Jersey can connect to the internet by choosing any proxy connection point across the globe. You want to connect the internet but reroute your traffic through South Korea? Well, simply click South Korea and there you go. Whether I'm streaming content that's geo-restricted, or if I'm traveling and using a laptop, connecting to all kinds of public Wi-Fis, or just making sure my private info stays safe, a VPN is an absolute must, and ExpressVPN has my back. All you gotta do is sign up, download the app, log into your account, and then just simply click a button, and boom, you have ease of mind. And now, of course, here's the real pitch. By simply scanning the QR code on screen, or click the link down below in the description, that's expressvpn.com/hivemind, you can get an extra 4 months free on ExpressVPN's 1-year plan. Simply scan the code or go to expressvpn.com/hivemind and you can take advantage of this exclusive deal. That's 4 months free of top-notch online privacy and security by simply clicking the link and signing up. A huge thank you to ExpressVPN. Now back to the video. Alright folks, so let's walk through what happened here. We got ABC7 confirming that an armed protester opened fire at federal agents at a raid on a farm in Camarillo, California.
It appears a protester fired some kind of gun at federal agents. This happened this afternoon. It was a really chaotic scene at the time. A lot of smoke was being launched at the protesters. And again, it appears a protester fired back with that weapon.
And far and wide, if you pay attention all over left-wing social media, you'll see all kinds of posts like this. A protester was seen apparently firing some kind of a weapon at federal agents during the immigration raid at a farm in Camarillo on Thursday. It's unknown if anybody was injured during the chaos, and then your typical leftoid comes in and says, "Do we believe in the Second Amendment or not?" As if blindly firing bullets at federal officers has something to do with the Second Amendment. What a complete moron. But then he continues, "If masked men refuse to identify themselves and start kidnapping your loved ones, do you not have the right to protect your family?" And so once again, with these leftoids, it's always about the kids, right? The kids create this emotional, manipulative narrative to spin a frickin' story, and that's exactly what's going on here. These leftoids are describing this situation as if ICE was just coming in and sweeping in to steal children. But here's the reality of what actually happened. This raid was targeting a marijuana farm that was putting underage, unaccompanied minors to work. Indentured servitude, slavery, child exploitation, labor. We're talking modern day slavery. Donald Trump comes in to save these children from being continually trafficked and put to work in the fields on illegal drug farms, and the left makes the claim that this is just some innocent community defending itself from masked kidnappers. It's beyond disgusting and beyond dishonest. What Trump is really doing.
And something that you should have that you haven't reported. As you know, 300,000 children are missing, right? 300,000 under Biden. We've already gotten back 10,000 of those children, and we have a lot more planned to come back. We're getting them back by the thousands, but 300,000, and as of this morning, over 10,000 we've gotten back.
What is your advice to countries worldwide ahead of the upcoming tariff deadline?
Oh, I think just keep working hard.
Yeah, once again, President Trump is saving the children, fighting for the absolutely most vulnerable, but the left is totally spinning the story and pretending as if he's kidnapping kids. It's the exact same thing. This is a repeat of the same game that we saw back in 2018 during all the migrant caravan hysteria. Remember all those videos of kids in cages? Most of those were staged or taken during the Obama administration, but it didn't matter because the narrative was locked in. ICE are the bad guys. Borders are inhumane, and any resistance, even violent resistance, is righteous. But Donald Trump wasn't putting kids in cages. He wasn't kidnapping children. They were verifying if the children were in proper custody. But they told you that those were concentration camps and that you had to fight this administration. Well, now we're watching the same thing manifest in real time. These leftist politicians have groomed an entire generation to believe that they're freedom fighters and that attacking federal agents is somehow justified. It's absolutely freaking insane, and we gotta stop dancing around it. The Democrat Party is directly responsible for this escalation of violence. They have openly enabled it for years. They've allowed the creation of apps to track ICE agents in real time. We spoke about that yesterday, which of course is promoted by social media campaigns to dox and harass federal officers. They've turned every illegal immigration enforcement into a cause for moral panic and violent resistance. They've told their crazed supporters that they need to take these issues into their own hands and they need to hit the streets and cause chaos. And well, that's now exactly what's going on. These Democrat Party activists dressed in black bloc showing up to federal facilities with fireworks, rocks, Molotov cocktails, and now even guns in two separate instances. The one thwarted ambush attempt in Texas, and now this. And every single time it happens, the Democrats just look away, pretend as if it has nothing to do with them, or worse, their minions all over social media justify the violent action. Folks, it's not a fringe cringe minority. It's not just the anarchists, as Nancy Pelosi said it. This is the Democrat base. This is their voters, their foot soldiers. And the message that the Democrats are sending is crystal clear. If you resist our agenda, if you enforce the law, if you defend the border, you are the enemy and we will engage in militant action against you. They have built a domestic terror force out of Antifa-style anarchists. They give them the cover in the media. They give them the funding through the shady NGOs. And of course, the rhetoric gives them the target. If it's not Tesla, it's ICE. If it's not ICE, then it's the Trump rally or the Trump parade. What we are seeing is organized, funded, extremist political violence, and the Democrat Party is at the center of all of it. The mask is off, and it's time to frickin' wake up. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.